Welcome in to Tiger Park for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Bears of Central Arkansas and the top 25 Tigers of LSU. Coach Torina's team has won 6 of their last 10 and are opening up a 4-game homestand here at Tiger Park with Arizona traveling to Baton Rouge this weekend. Hi everybody, alongside LSU Hall of Famer Yvette Gerard, I'm Garrett Walvard. Coach, the Tigers won their SEC weekend series at Missouri pretty dominant fashion, and Kylie Edwards might be the hottest hitter in the country right now.
No joke. Since mid-February, Edwards has led LSU at a .370 batting average. She upped her batting average to .215 in the program's first cycle. She hit the program's first cycle. Listen to that. I can't, we have to go back and think about it. Nope, it's never happened before. In a 16-4 series-clinching win at Missouri.
So she'll get the start at shortstop tonight, as she has done the whole season. We'll see if that red-hot bat continues to follow her. Starting pitcher tonight is Tatum Clopton in the circle for LSU, facing a Central Arkansas team that is 0 for 4 against the SEC this year. They've faced Arkansas twice and Ole Miss twice, and have been run-ruled in 3 of those 4 games. Clopton on the year 6-1.
And you pointed out a very cool fact there. She hadn't thrown since when?
This is 9 games. She threw in the opener of South Carolina on the road in Columbia, and for whatever reason has not pitched for LSU. But she is quickly even in the count to Renee Christian, 1-1.
Fifth-year senior, highest velo will be 68. Her best pitch, how many times we'll say this, is a changeup.
Christian swings away at this one. Renee is a junior out of Oklahoma City, batting .395 in A-Sun play, and is 3rd in the conference in stolen bases. So when she gets on base, she sets the table and likes to score. Christian in her junior season. Behind in the count to Clopton, 1-2. Fouls this one back. Central Arkansas out of Conway is 5-8 on the road. Their head coach, Kayla Lucas, is in her first season and replaced a pretty good one in Coach Jenny Parsons that led them to an A-Sun title and an NCAA berth.
Longtime assistant there, moved up into the slot, and as you said, Jenny Parsons did a great job there.
Christian gets a piece of this one. Clopton underhand to Edwards in time. Nice job by Clopton to field the position.
And you can see the beauty of the slapper. Clopton had to get on her horse to throw her out at first.
Now Addie Graham, the preseason player of the year in the A-Sun, comes to the plate.
All A-Sun last year, but as you pointed out, preseason player of the year.
First pitch to her is elevated, and Graham is ahead in the count. She's a sophomore out of Arlington, Tennessee. Graham on the season hitting .392 and has started every game. Central Arkansas came to Baton Rouge last year for the Purple and Gold Challenge. Graham went 0 for 4 against LSU in 2 games. She's ahead in the count of Clopton here, 2-0.
She also likes to steal bases. She's 15 of 16. So these 2 hitters, once they get on base, they like to move them.
Rise ball fouled back into the screen. The Bears average almost 6 runs per game while allowing 4. They're batting .337 in conference play. That's second best in the A-Sun. Clopton's 2-1. Finishes low for home plate umpire Michael Thibodeau.
The Bears have had a nice program for years, and good thing we caught that at the beginning. They are not the Sugar Bears.
Clopton trying to come back here, 3-1. Induces the foul ball and runs the count full. These teams have played 14 times. LSU 13-1 against Central Arkansas.
And
their only win came in 22.
And I believe all of those games have been played here at Tiger Park.
They have. I think LSU might have to head out to Conway one of these days.
Where is that in relation to Fayetteville?
Oh, this one's sent into the
What
gap.
a play!
Laying out, and Alex Franklin robs extra bases from the preseason player of the year.
And you know, that ball did look like a gapper, but Alex Franklin made up some space there. Good jump, read that ball correctly, and kept the Bears from probably getting, as you said, an extra base hit there. And she's all smiles. I just love the way she plays softball.
Not just at the plate for her, does it in the field too. Maybe second most clutch behind Kylie Edwards. Franklin has had a great season. Now Trinity Brandon, another left-handed bat, steps in for Central Arkansas. Brandon is a product of Las Vegas, but came to Lamar for a season before transferring to Central Arkansas. She's hitting over 400 in A-Sun play. They come inside to her. She fouls that back.
Clopton working quickly. Got the first 2 outs, kept probably the 2 most dangerous hitters off the base path.
Tatum deals to Bergeron. Off speed.
There's that changeup we talked about.
Called strike 2.
And it's money.
Tatum's last win came in SEC play against Texas A&M in Game 3. She went the distance. Brandon down to her final strike. This one comes inside. She won't offer.
Tatum, the double red shirt from Oklahoma State. The story about leaving a drill bit in her shoulder, so she had to have 2 shoulder surgeries. And her mom was all Big Ten, a pitcher at Kansas. Big 12, excuse me.
That one comes inside and is fouled back.
So pitching runs in that family.
It'd be fun to see if she has an opportunity to be an all-conference in 2 different conferences. Clopton, 6-1 on the year. Brandon in the very back of the box fights off another pitch.
Good pitch by Clopton, better at bat by Brandon just to fight that off because that was an inside drop ball. A pitch no lefty really wants to see.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brandon takes one on the outside corner, called strike 3, and the inning is over.
Can't paint it any better than that, Clopton.
So a 1-2-3 inning highlighted by a diving catch by Franklin in right field. And LSU will come to the plate in the bottom of the first when we return here on SEC Network. Welcome back to Tiger Park. LSU coming to the plate in the bottom of the first. LSU hit .315 for the weekend series up in Columbia, Missouri. Took 2 of 3 from the Tigers. Now facing Central Arkansas. And their starting pitcher, Bailey Runner, Runner on the year, 11-4 with a 3.5 ERA.
We should see her best pitch should be her drop ball. She's got a great change and a rise. It's not very often you can see a pitcher go up and down and be successful.
Facing LSU's Jayla Lassiter, hitting .317 in her senior season. Takes one outside, and Jayla as a base runner, very dangerous, 9 of 10 on the year. She's averaging 1 run scored per game, 38 in 38 games. You see the numbers. Ahead in the count now against runner 2-0. Lays off that one. Runner is a 5'7" graduate, an Oklahoma native. She does have 8 complete games on the year. In 90 innings pitched, she struck out 43 and given up 46 walks.
The Bears' kryptonite is really in the circle. They do things very well offensively. Pitching, not so much.
Lassiter takes this one. Count goes to 3-1. They do give up more than 4 runs per game on average. Runner to Lassiter. Just got a piece on the outside corner.
I tell you, Garrett, it is a beautiful day in the capital city.
72 degrees and clear. Not too much of a breeze, about 7 miles an hour to speak of right now. Payoff pitch from runner. Outside, and Jayla Lassiter.
That's a good take by Lassiter because she really wanted to swing the bat.
Picks up her 21st walk of the year, and now LSU has a base runner. Now Sierra Daniel to the plate for LSU. Daniel hitting .358, and Lassiter, without a throwdown, swipes second base.
Tigers were so good early on about picking that change up and stealing on that pitch, and they just showed that again tonight.
Tigers are now 51 of 55 on the year in stolen bases.
And as you said, it's not even a throw attempt at second.
That's Vessier behind the plate. She has thrown out 3 runners this year for Central Arkansas.
And she's got some fans behind home plate. She must be related to somebody around here because they've got her jersey on. Let's see where she's from.
Daniel looking on, behind in the count 0-2.
Greenwell Springs, Louisiana.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's why. Northwest Florida State first.
Played at Central High School. One of the best pitchers you ever recruited came out of Central High School.
And luckily I got to coach her last year.
Ashley
Lewis.
Daniel battling up there. The 1-2 called, strike 3. Nice pitch by runner with a runner in scoring position.
I thought it was a good call. A little delayed, but seems like softball umpires do delay their signals. Can't be a hotter hitter in the country than Kylie Edwards.
Edwards has raised her batting average over 50 points in the last 10 games. 16 RBIs in that stretch, now hitting .315 for the Tigers. Edwards takes this one inside for ball 1. Lassiter hangs around second base. That 10-game stretch for Kylie Edwards includes 6 home runs. That's just in the last 7 games. And 2 home runs in the game against OU in the rubber match. Breaking ball finishes low and outside, and Edwards lays off.
That softball must look like a beach ball to Edwards.
Shout out to Matt Karen for LSU and their staff. He let us know that Kylie Edwards becomes just the 2nd player in the history of the Southeastern Conference to hit for the cycle in a league game.
I think when it became apparent that she was the only Tiger to ever do it, they started researching everything.
The only other player that has done it was Holly Curry, who played for Auburn in 2005, and Curry in that game was also the winning pitcher.
I remember her well. She was quite the player.
All SEC pitcher for the Tigers back in the mid-2000s.
The Auburn Tigers.
Edwards takes a walk and never really saw anything to hit. 4 pitches, second walk of the inning given up by Bailey Runner.
That pitch didn't miss by much, and Vessler turned around and asked Blue, where exactly was that pitch?
Time called by Central Arkansas, and they will come out of the dugout to have a meeting inside the circle. Again, LSU leads the all-time series with Central Arkansas. The Bears' only win came back in 2022 during the Tiger Classic. They won that game 3-2 here in Baton Rouge.
They had a heck of a pitcher then that then the next year transfers to Alabama.
Is it Kayla Beaver?
That's her.
Central Arkansas won the 2023 regular season and tournament titles in the A-Sun. That's their last trip to the NCAA tournament. Looks like Coach heard what she wanted to from Bailey Runner. You know, 2 weekends ago when OU was in town, we talked about how there were several Sooners that were on the squad now with the Tigers that previously played for Coach Gasso. The pitcher today, Bailey Runner for Central Arkansas, formerly played at Oklahoma State and was teammates with LSU starter today, Tatum Clopton. Both of them were part of World Series teams over in Stillwater. Alex Franklin at the plate now with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Franklin is called, strike 1.
And she starts her off with that dynamite changeup. See how many she will throw to her in this at-bat.
Franklin has 12 hits in 13 SEC games this year, 7 RBIs. Big producer for LSU, getting her first year starting out in right field.
And Garrett, she always seems to hit the ball hard.
4th highest batting average on the team, leads the Tigers with 5 triples. You and I were talking before the game. It is so hard to hit a triple in softball.
In this game,
5 in what, the first 20 games of the year?
Yeah, the dimensions of the ballpark don't just lend itself to triples like baseball does. And to me, it's the most exciting play there is, with a play at third base, with a cutoff or a great throw.
Well, it's just fun to watch Franklin run because she has elite speed. See if she can put it in play here, up 2-1.
Came back with that changeup, but just high.
Again, Runner is the leadoff pitcher in a weekend series for Central Arkansas. Might get a chance to start in Game 3 as well, maybe trying to close a series. Here's the 3-1. Franklin smashes this one to left center field. It'll drop and get all the way to the wall. Lassiter has scored. They'll hold the runner, Edwards. It's an RBI double, and LSU's on the board first against Central Arkansas.
Exit speed at 78 and distance 196. As I said, when she hits the ball, she hits it hard. She gets her money's worth.
Alex Franklin with her 4th double of the year and 23rd RBI. This is where Central Arkansas needs to get an out, 2 in scoring position. But they're facing a dangerous bat in Tori Edwards. Edwards.
And she looks like she's starting to climb out of her, kind of a little bit of a rut for her this year.
Well, it's hard to match last year's numbers, but I'll hear you. And, you know, she has 2 home runs in her last 3 games, including the game-winning double. She had that big hit against South Carolina about 8 or 9 games ago. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Inside pitch off speed.
She had her fool, but the pitch was a ball.
Tied for the team lead with 8 home runs, 27 RBIs, leads all Tigers. Kylie Edwards standing off 3rd, Alex Franklin on 2nd.
Oh.
One hopper back into the mitt. They'll trade it. turn over to first base and Edwards is retired. They'll have to hold Edwards at third.
Great job there by being that fifth infielder. That ball was hit hard, and it was kind of a little bit of self-defense. Stuck her glove up there so she wouldn't get hit in the face, but nonetheless a good play to stop a run from scoring.
Another RBI producer for the Tigers, the senior catcher, Macy Bergeron. 2 in scoring position, 2 out. Rises up, and that one goes under her left elbow. Bergeron, 7 doubles on the year, a couple of home runs, and 18 driven in.
There's a
Inside
gapper.
out swing. That one will drop. Bergeron on her horse into second as 2 runs score. A pair of RBIs for the senior backstop, and LSU leads 3-0.
Tigers finding those holes out there, the gaps, hitting it where they're not.
Her 8th double of the season, and she's in scoring position. How about the power on that swing, huh? I mean, inside out, and that one went the opposite way all the way to the track.
Exit speed at 71, 188 feet. And she recognizes it that it's a extra base hit and runs the bases accordingly. Ooh, look at
Charlotte
that.
Renz off the end of the bat.
Yeah,
that had
look at
some
the
English to it. LSU scores 3 runs on 2 hits. The inning comes to a close. Tigers take the early lead against Central Arkansas. More action when we return to Tiger Park after this.
There's still time to register for the 2026 Goodwill Walk right here at Tiger Park this Saturday, April 11th. Registration opens at 8:30 a.m. with the ceremonies beginning at 9:45. Scan the QR code on the video board now to register and learn more about the Goodwill organization and help us raise awareness for women of all ages about the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer.
Welcome back to Tiger Park. Midweek action here for the Tigers and Bears of Central Arkansas. Tatum Clopton has been staked to a 3-run lead. And we are back underway here in the top of the second inning as Emma Robertson, the designated player, comes to the plate. She's a senior catcher out of Fort Worth, but is the DP for today's game.
Just a picture-perfect day. Except for the winds if you're fishing.
I believe you were fishing earlier.
I was, and my 2 buddies are watching the game intently right now, Russell Randall and Ellis Randall. I told them I was going to say their name on air, so watch and learn, boys. Watch and learn.
You bring anything good into the boat?
Not today. Yesterday was really good.
This one's on the ground to Edwards. 2 hops over to first. Picture perfect.
Ooh, you can see how the sun I don't know if you saw it, but probably our fans didn't. At this time of the day on the left side of the field, it is tough. The sun is right in your eyes, and they were just throwing the ball around after an out, and Edwards almost got hit in the face. We'll see here when they're throwing it around. Well, anyway, that's a great play. Edwards with the sidearm delivery, so smooth.
Caitlin Graham at the plate now, a 5'10 sophomore from White House, Tennessee. She was all ASUN freshman team last year when she hit .308. Graham takes this one and the count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. Graham this season has started all 40 games, 4th on the team in batting average at .324. Inside corner, that one's off. Graham raises the batting average up considerably in conference play, where she's hitting .389 and is 2nd in walks. Wind picks up a little bit, continues to blow out through right center and right field. Clopton made pretty quick work of the top of the order in the first. Ground out to the pitcher, line ball out in right field, and a strikeout looking. She's behind 3-1. That'll be called strike 2.
Clopton has been very effective because she is hitting her spots.
Payoff pitch. Graham puts it in the air, and Lassiter.
Will it hold? Whoa.
That one's over the wall.
Never fails. You kind of curse whoever you're talking about.
Just talked about the wind picking up a little bit. Caitlin Graham has her 3rd home run of the season. It's now a 3-1 game.
And off the bat, you knew it had a chance, and it just kept climbing. You can see why she's got some awards. Swings a good-looking stick.
Just the 5th home run given up by Clopton this season.
And she's usually pretty good at keeping the ball down, but
they had her shaded towards left center field. I don't know if Lassiter, who had been playing a regular position in front of dead center, would have been able to climb the wall and bring that back.
It was off the bat I thought it had real potential. So it kind of got out of here quick. And look at this shift now. Now it's to right center. And
Lily
look at
Hood
where she hits it.
Powers one to left field. Charla Renz fins off the sun and makes the catch out there in front of the track.
They had it completely shaded to right field, and she hit that ball dead left field.
Another lefty bat, L.J. Smith, due to the plate for Central Arkansas. Smith hails from Edmond, Oklahoma, the home of Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Mickey Mantle.
That's true.
She's a regular starter, hitting .267 on the year for the Bears.
I also had some softball players at then USL from Edmond, Oklahoma.
Won't offer at the rise ball. The appeal down to third base umpire Nick Chastant says she did not bring the barrel around. There's that breaking ball by Clopton, finishes below the knees of L.J. Smith.
Just had to give that a little bit more of a push.
Smith with 21 runs driven in on the year and 3 triples. Swinging at the 2-1. This is going to drop in center field.
Finding some holes just like the Tiger Bats did.
2 hits in the inning now for Central Arkansas. Lassiter was placed in left center field, and they were able to send this one where she wasn't.
All about contact and barreling it up. Didn't even finish the swing.
Now the 8-hole hitter due to the plate, Grace Molitor, the shortstop. She's an Arizona State transfer. Played in 46 games for Arizona State last year, just 16 starts. They set up outside to her. Bergeron brings it back, but it's ball 2. Molitor on the year, hitting .221, 16 runs scored, and is third on the team with 4 homers.
Did Clopton finish that game against South Carolina?
2 innings pitched.
So she certainly would like a complete game. Beth Torina talked about early on, though, they have 7 pitchers on the staff. She was going to use it. You know, softball's starting to go like baseball, Major League Baseball, college baseball, using staffs. Used to be you could have a girl, a stud, that could throw every inning of every game.
Late on this one, and we foul it back into the screen. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, the player of the MVP of the College World Series in 2004, Kristen Schmidt, threw every pitch except to the last batter. I took her out so she could get her, you know, her accolades from the crowd when it looked like we were finished. And I had a young man that called me and said that I should have been fired for pitching her so much.
What do they know? Most outstanding player. Back-to-back innings, Clopton ends it with a strikeout. Nice job here to get out of the inning, though 1 run does score on 2 hits. We'll go to the bottom of the second when we return here on SEC Network.
Here's how it works. 3 cards will be filled out the screen, 1 of them being an ace card, and it's your job to fix the ace as best you can until the cards stop shuffling. Hold the finger for where you think the ace landed at the end of the shuffle. All right, let's shuffle the deck. He's going with 3. Let's see. And there it is. Congratulations, you won a $50 free play voucher to Cafana Casino Resort. The state belongs to Casino Resort in Louisiana. Cafana Casino Resort is Louisiana's best bet. Leading off the second for LSU, number 10, Riley Johnson.
3 runs on 2 hits for the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Now Riley Johnson, the 8-hole hitter and designated player, will lead things off for the Tigers. Garrett Walbert, Yvette Gerard with you this evening on SEC Network. Glad you're with us. Johnson comes into the game in her freshman season, hitting .160, 4 hits and 25 at-bats.
Just behind some players right now. She's a freshman, but Beth Torina expects big things from her in the future.
Johnson getting an opportunity here in a midweek game. She's now started 10 games for the Tigers. This one's outside, and the count climbs to 2-0. LSU got an RBI double by Alex Franklin, and then a 2 RBI extra base hit from Macy Bergeron to get on the board 3-0. Runner facing Johnson. Outside corner, and that one is called strike 1. Johnson at the plate for the Tigers, a 5'6" outfielder, designated player from Spotsylvania, Virginia. Swung on at the 2-1, on the ground to Brandon. She fires across the diamond for out number 1.
Gobble that ball up on the hot corner.
Tigers third baseman Avery Hodge due to the plate. She had a great weekend at Missouri. Started the last 2 games against the Tigers. Swung on into the glove of runner. She'll flip it to first for out number 2.
She has fielded her position very well tonight.
That'll bring up the top of the order in Jayla Lassiter with 2 out and nobody on. Here's another look at that swing. That could have gotten past the glove of runner. It would have been a little trouble. Hodge has speed, led the Tigers in stolen bases a year ago.
It would have been a base hit for sure.
Lassiter with the home run cut.
And there's that beautiful changeup we talked about. Her best pitch.
Opponents are hitting .264 on the year against Bailey Runner. See what she comes back with here against Lassiter. That one's low.
Drop ball out of the zone.
Jayla recently picked up the 200th hit of her career and is approaching 200 consecutive starts in a row. Just a mainstay in the outfield. She smokes
through the
one
wickets.
through the wickets of Smith.
That's going to be a triple.
She wants extra
Will she
bases.
Stretch it? Will she?
Sandra Moten holds her up at third base, making something out of nothing. Jayla Lassiter. Thought that was the 3rd out of the inning, and now she's standing on third base.
Got to pick up dirt when you're fielding ground balls. Right through them.
Expecting a hop, and that ball kind of died under her glove. Gotta love how aggressive Lassiter is on the base paths. Now Sierra Daniel, who struck out looking, comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position.
Tigers would like to get that run back.
Daniel has been the most consistent hitter for the Tigers this year. Came in batting .358.
And fielding a great second base. Oh, she just
Great
got robbed.
stab by Brandon for the 3rd out of the inning. That one saved a run. Trinity Brandon with a gold star play for Central Arkansas, and it remains 3-1 LSU. We'll go to the top of the frame after this on SEC Network.
Fans, get on your feet. It's time for Maniac presented by Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's Free Cane's. All right, fans, let's see the moves. Winner, congratulations, you won free Raising Cane's.
Top of the third, Central Arkansas will lead off with Baton Rouge area product Autumn Vessier leading things off. 3-1 ball game in favor of the Tigers. Vessier hails from Greenwell Springs, just up the road from Baton Rouge.
She got her own cheering squad out here tonight. Gets to play in front of her hometown. They all standing up taking pictures of her.
First pitch to her out of the zone, ball 1. She spent 2 seasons at Northwest Florida State Community College. Puts this on the ground. Hodge fires to first for out number 1.
Hodge has that quick release and the ball just explodes to first, whereas Edwards at shortstop's just got that smooth sidearm delivery. Everything she throws is sidearm.
Here's another look.
You'll see that she just, bam, ball will get there.
Knew her runner, had time to double clutch and still get it over there. Top of the order, Renee Christian leading things off. Came in hitting just a touch under 400 on the year. Pulls back the barrel, but it's called strike 1. Christian was a freshman starter 2024 when she hit over 300 and was on the all-freshman team for the A-Sun.
From the softball capital of the world, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, site of the next Olympic softball venue.
I thought that was interesting when I first heard that Los Angeles area and California will host the 2028 Olympics on U.S. soil, but the softball and a couple of other sports will be in Oklahoma City.
I don't think the softball players were too excited about that at first. I guess they realize that it's not going to change. It's the best venue for softball, but it is weird. They'll be away from the rest of the Olympic athletes.
USA Hall of Fame Stadium. This one's fouled back again by Christian. Count to her now 1-2. She only started 25 games last season, hitting .211. She has really rebounded this season. Batting .395 in conference play. Evens the count now, 2-2. Clopton with a pair of strikeouts through the first 2 innings.
Oh, that's a great pitch. Inside to a running slapper. It might be the best pitch she's thrown competitive-wise tonight.
Love to see the spin rate on that one. Didn't have a very good chance of driving that one in fair territory. Now Addie Graham steps to the plate. She was robbed of extra bases when she pulled the ball to right field that Alex Franklin dove for.
And look at the shift there. If she could hit the ball down the right field line, she could almost potentially go for an inside the park home run.
This one finishes high to her. The count evens at 1. Graham second on the team in batting, coming in at .392.
We talk about the triple being hard to execute. Inside the park home run, you almost have to fall down as an outfielder to achieve that as a hitter.
Graham's got speed when she gets on base. The starting center fielder is 15 of 16 on stolen bases this year. Clopton would love to retire her at the plate. Did she offer? Yes, she did. Back-to-back strikeouts by Tatum Clopton. And that's the end of the third for Central Arkansas.
Great pitch by Clopton to get her to swing at a pitch that is not a strike. And it doesn't take, she offered. Doesn't take much for Blue to make that call, but I think that was the right call.
Good call by Michael Thibodeau behind the plate. We'll go to the bottom of the third. LSU leading 3-1 with Kylie Edwards due up right after this. Kylie Edwards will lead things off for the LSU Tigers here in the bottom of the third inning. The purple and gold with a 3-1 advantage over the purple and black for Central Arkansas.
During that torrid streak, she was slugging .778.
Waits on this one, but fouls it back into the top of the screen. Edwards, since the South Carolina series, now 15 of 35 with 16 RBIs over the last 10 games.
And hit for the program's first cycle. Still kind of shaking my head at that.
So many great performances.
So many great players here. And she's the first. Not
There's
that she's not a great player. She is.
And Runner fields it, fires to first for out number one. That actually got me thinking, you know, what's the best appearance at the plate for an LSU Tiger prior to seeing a cycle? And if you remember back, maybe 2016, LSU went on the road and played Louisiana Tech.
Oh.
Kelsey Kloss and Bianca Bell both had 3 homers in the game and both had 9 RBIs.
I call that game. It was unbelievable. Every time LSU was getting ready to run rule it, Tech would score a run. But yes, Kelsey Kloss was unbelievable performance that night.
Certainly one of the best backstops in LSU history. Here's now Alex Franklin. If you look at the box score for that La Tech game, I think you had 5 Tigers that scored 4 runs.
It was bombs away. And it just kept getting extended because, as I said,
count now 1-1 to Franklin, who had an RBI double and scored a run in the first.
he did have a player at Louisiana that hit 2 grand slams in one game.
This
But
one finishes out of the zone,
Don't
too.
you know all the Tigers that were listening to this game were like, wait. Somebody must have done that before.
Runner with the 2-1. Franklin won't offer, and the count's now even. Standing in the middle of the box, Franklin waiting on the pitch from Runner. Swung on, the 2-2, lifted in the air, right center field. Hood makes the catch at the track.
It's a good job out there by the outfielders. I thought for a second we might have a collision. But Graham did what center fielders are supposed to do, took control.
We're in the bottom of the third inning. That's the first fly ball out of the game for the LSU offense. Now Tori Edwards, who's grounded out to the pitcher, steps in. Smile on the face of Runner. She wanted that pitch on the outside corner. Instead, it's ball 1. Tori Edwards, 6 hits, 7 RBIs in her last 8 games. She's tied for the team lead with 8 home runs. That one's inside to even the count. Make that 2-0 your count to the reigning SEC Freshman of the Year. Runner with that deep breath. You know she knows who's at the plate. Can't make a mistake here, down 2-0.
On every preseason list, SEC, top 50 player of the year watch. Of course, you know that sophomore year is always a little tougher. No, everybody knows how to pitch you now. So much video on you. So much film.
The 2-1 from Bailey Runner. Inside, backed her off the plate a little bit. Edwards looking to extend the inning for the Tigers. Takes it low and does exactly that.
Good at bat. Didn't chase bad pitches.
Edwards picks up her team-leading 31st walk of the game.
Of course, the Tigers probably would rather her be able to swing, but
Third walk given up by Bailey Runner tonight. She'll face Macy Bergeron, who crushed a 2 RBI double into right center. Bergeron takes the first pitch out of the zone for ball 1.
Runner might be trying to nibble there and not give these power hitters from LSU anything good to swing at.
Goes after this 1-0, but it's over the top of the grandstand.
Got her to swing at that changeup.
Macy, all SEC second team a year ago, all Gulf region first team, hit .365 with 9 homers, just shy of 50 runs driven in.
She had a fabulous year. For me, when I always voted for postseason accolades, it was all about the RBIs. Can you hit with runners in scoring position?
Macy now ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Now has 20 runs driven in on the year. Edwards at first base. 2-1, fouled on the ground, third base side.
Good drop ball there to get her to foul it off and even the count.
Bergeron out of Rayne, Louisiana, on the far west side of Lafayette, a 4-year starter for the Tigers. The 2-2. Outside, that'll run it full.
The frog capital of the world. You ever been frogging?
I've been frogging. I've never been to the Frog Festival in Rayne. Every time I pass it on I-10, I see the billboards. One of these years. Take the kids. Payoff pitch, waits on it, and pulls this one foul.
We don't have beaches and mountains, so we celebrate everything else. Frogs, boudin, crawfish, shrimp. Let's see what else. Is there a crab festival?
There should be.
Yeah.
Bergeron already with 2 driven in this game. Smashes this through the side into left field. The inning continues.
That changeup hung a little bit, and Bergeron, she saw it completely, stayed back and hammered that ball through the 5-6 hole.
Bergeron with a high five to her former teammate, Taylor Pleasance. Now the starting left fielder, Char Lorenz, due to the plate with 2 on, 2 out.
Charlize Lorenz. Love that name.
She grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning. Takes this inside for ball 1.
Tigers have threatened every inning. Didn't score in the last inning. Got runners on here, but 2 outs.
Char went 2 for 3 in Game 3 against Missouri on Sunday. The 1-0.
Unbelievable. The Tigers scored so many runs in the first 2 games and then got shut out in the third.
16 runs on 15 hits in Game 2 for the run rule victory.
That's why every game is different.
Lorenz looking for her first hit of the night. On the ground. That's the 5th time tonight that the Tigers have hit one to Bailey Runner, and she has fielded her position. Lorenz retired for the 2nd time tonight. LSU a 3-1 lead. We're 3 complete. Top of the 4th when we return on SEC Network.
And then choose 1, 2, or 3 runners with spotted ends up. Let's play the Whataburger Shuffle and remember to keep your eyes on the prize. Is back 1, 2, or 3. He's going with 2. Let's see. And there it is. Congratulations, Ryder. You've won a Whataburger prize pack. Whataburger serves Tiger fans 24 hours a day.
Tatum Clopton of LSU has retired 4 batters in a row, including 3 by strikeout. Now Trinity Brandon will lead things off for Central Arkansas, who trails the Tigers 3-1.
They've got 2 hits, 1 run. Been a low-hitting ball game here. Some good defensive plays. Only 5 hits in this ball game between the 2 teams.
Brandon takes one at the knees, maybe a little low, but it's called strike 1. Brandon began her career at San Diego State, got into 13 games as a freshman in 2023, and then over the next couple years started 100 games for Lamar, where she hit 300 for her career and got the attention of Central Arkansas.
She keeps her bags packed.
She's a quality player. Brandon, originally out of Las Vegas, spent some time with Lamar, was on the all-defensive team for the Southland Conference last season. Inside, backs her off the plate. Clopton now behind in the count. Brandon came in a .377 hitter and has started every game. Outside corner, and that one's too far off the dish. First walk tonight given up by Clopton. And that'll end a streak of 4 in a row set down by Tatum. Emma Robertson due to the plate for Central Arkansas. They play in the A-Sun. This one's on the outside part. Ball 1. They have 12 teams for softball. It's split into 2 divisions. Central Arkansas is in the Gold Division. They're currently in 3rd place. There's also the Graphite Division. That's currently headed by Stetson. The Hatters are 10-2 in league play.
Gosh, it's hard enough to keep track of who's who in conferences, and then you've got all this going on.
Stetson, a pretty good program year over year.
Always
They've got
been good.
Good facilities over there in DeLand, Florida. Robertson, even in the count, 1-1. Flares at foul, first base side. Robertson has started 60 games for Central Arkansas and is a career .273 hitter. 13 home runs, 53 RBIs over the years. Shoots this one to right field.
This is trouble.
Franklin gives it a run. It'll get all the way to the wall. Brandon passes second base. She'll hold up at 3rd.
It's a well-hit ball over Franklin's head that just hugged that line, and you could see off the bat it was trouble. Good-looking base hit, though. Double.
The second extra base hit of the game for Central Arkansas, and the player who authored the first, Caitlin Graham, is coming to the plate.
And the Bears have positioned themselves into
That was almost like a check swing
yeah.
that just exploded off the bat.
You just got to barrel it up.
Believe we'll see a pinch runner coming in for Emma Robertson. And for Central Arkansas, that'll be Sydney Kildow.
And a big bat at the plate for Central Arkansas. Caitlin Graham.
She homered over the center field wall. Solo shot in the second. So it'll be Kildow on second base, Trinity Brandon on third for Central Arkansas.
And no one out for the Bears. I had to make sure that the Graham girls weren't related, but they're not.
So Clopton in a bit of a jam for the Tigers. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame, but now facing Caitlin Graham, first baseman, who hit her 3rd home run of the season earlier. The batting averages drop off considerably after Graham in the lineup. You can get an out here, might be able to strand these 2 runners on. The 1-0. On the outside corner, Bergeron tries to bring it back, but quickly a 2-0 count. Graham hitting .321, has started every game for Central Arkansas. 60 pitches in the game now for LSU's Tatum Clopton.
This is on that changeup. She's kind of dug herself a big hole here now.
Tatum had not walked a batter through the first 3 innings. She's in danger of walking 2 here in the 4th. And does. Tigers have a couple of arms up in their bullpen. Looks like Cece Salura warming up for the Tigers, as well as Callie Deal. Bases loaded. First team to do it tonight. Central Arkansas brings Lily Hood to the plate with an RBI opportunity.
Good job by Bergeron to call timeout right there because that pitch clock was running down.
Hood is a senior batting .247. She flew out to left field in the second. First pitch to her at the knees, called strike 1.
Clopton needs to have amnesia right now and just live with this pitch right here. Forget everything else that's happened up to this point. And of course, Hood would like just to blast this ball to the outfield. Oh, what a pitch.
Way out in front of it. And Hood behind in the count now 0-2.
It's the best changeup she's thrown tonight. Release speed at 50 miles an hour.
Hood is a UTSA transfer. Looks at the 0-2.
Tried to come back with it. Not a bad call. Just didn't quite execute it and kind of left it a little short, which is something you practice.
The right fielder does have some pop in her bat. 9 doubles on the year and 2 home runs. The 1-2. Too far off the plate.
Bergeron tried to frame that ball up, but it didn't work.
Hood, the 5'6" senior, standing in the box. Puts this one in the air. Coming in is Lorenz on the run, makes the catch, and the runners will hold.
And that's exactly what LSU needed. The Bears needed to get the ball deeper or to the right side.
Lorenz had a long way to run here.
Yes, she did.
And ends up within 10 feet of the infield, making the catch.
Well, because the infield's pulled so far in that normally that would be Edwards' ball at shortstop, but too far a run.
Here's the sophomore L.J. Smith, lefty bat. First pitch to her is called strike 1. So Brandon at third, Kildow at second, and Caitlin Graham, who drew a 4-pitch walk, standing at first.
Clopton, the oldest pitcher on the staff, throws a changeup. I think that's a foul ball.
On the
Whoa.
ground, and Edwards airmails this one to Bergeron.
Good thing it was a foul ball.
With only one out, that's the correct play. Cut down the lead runner.
That could have been disastrous for the Tigers. 2 runs could have scored there.
So Smith has a little more life here. Clopton ahead in the count 0-2. Struck her out, blew it upstairs.
On an unhittable rise ball. But fooled her completely and gets a huge strikeout with 2 outs. Now the infield can play normal depth. See if this ball, it's a nice pitch. Kind of explodes at the end. Looked like it started in the strike zone.
Molitor back at the plate. She struck out to end the second inning.
The Tigers get out of this. How big was that foul ball that, as you said, Edwards airmailed that ball home?
Clopton, 5 strikeouts in the game, including 1 every inning. This one's fouled back into the screen. She had a pair in the third to end the frame. Molitor now even in the count, 1-1. Grace out of Marthasville, Missouri. Previously played at Arizona State. Hit .257 for the Sun Devils.
Just
Breaking ball
short.
hers low.
Just short with that changeup.
Molitor does have 20 runs driven in on the year, batting out of the 8-hole tonight.
Trying to get the Bears out on their front foot with that changeup that's just short of the plate.
2-1, elevated, all 3.
That's a good at-bat there.
Central Arkansas looking to draw closer to LSU here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the hitter's pitch. And it's called strike 2.
And here we go. Bases loaded, full count, 2 outs.
All the base runners will be in a sprinter stance, ready to go. The payoff pitch. Struck her out! Clopton loads the bases and then erases them. 1, 2, 3.
And just explodes off the mound. I was waiting for that reaction if she could get the K. She came back with one of those vintage changeups. And look, what a great, great location for that pitch.
Back-to-back Ks to end the inning. They've now stranded 4 runners on. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. LSU coming to the plate on SEC Network.
If LSU gets a hit, you win a $50 gift certificate for call of the Tempur Back Ribs. Compliments of TK Ribs.
Bailey Runner back in the circle for Central Arkansas. Since giving up 3 runs to the Tigers in the first, she has blanked the purple and gold 2 innings in a row.
Completely tamed those bats with just 3 hits.
Riley Johnson gets into one. Long way into center field. A leadoff home run for Riley Johnson of LSU. Her 2nd home run of the year.
And there's that potential Beth Torina talked about. She said this girl is going to be a future star. And she blasted that ball to right center field.
Johnson on the first pitch goes hunting and comes away with a solo homer to the deepest part of the park. It's now 4-1 LSU.
Just a beautiful swing here.
Now Avery Hodge due to the plate. She grounded out to the pitcher, Runner, in her first at bat. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and it's called strike 1. Hodge had a nice weekend at Missouri. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored in the last 2 games. Avery takes this one upstairs. She started every game for LSU last season at shortstop. Tigers bring in Kylie Edwards. She makes the move to third base. It has been so good defensively for the Tigers at the hot corner. Trying to move the batting average back northward after hitting well over 300 a year ago.
She does so many things for her team.
Oh, yeah. Looking for her first hit of the night against Bailey Runner. Runner was 3rd team All-ASUN last year, had 11 wins. 2 of them were shutouts. Runner had the 5th most wins in the ASUN a year ago. Even in the count to Hodge, 2-2. Waits on it, fouls it into the screen, third base side.
Coming into this game, Runner, 90 innings pitched, 92 hits. So her job is to control hitters.
On the ground, foul ball by a few feet, third base side. We mentioned that Central Arkansas has faced SEC teams this season.
They are 0-4.
They lost 10-2 in Oxford to Ole Miss and 5-0 in Conway last week. They also got Arkansas to come to Conway. Both those games had over 1,500 people. This one will drop in left field, and Hodge has her first hit of the ball game.
Hit them where they ain't. That's where the Tigers have been doing tonight when they get base hits, including a home run.
2 hits in the inning for the Tigers now, 5 hits in the ball game. In the top of the order, Jayla Lassiter is due up. That was a great at bat. 3-2 count, and she's just able to direct it the other way.
Good bat control.
Lassiter has walked and reached on an error. Shoots one foul. This is a special weekend in Baton Rouge. The annual Teal Walk. You can see the teal crosses painted on the face of Jayla Lassiter.
Just an unbelievable event that Beth Torina created.
Runner with the 0-1 to Lassiter. This one's outside.
Of course, her mother is a survivor, so she did it in her honor.
It's always been great how the opposing teams will walk as well. Hopefully Arizona continues that trend this weekend. The 1-1 on the ground, weakly hit by Lassiter. Brandon throws to second, and they cut down the lead runner.
It's a nice play. That ball was doing some funky stuff. And she got the lead runner.
Lassiter's been on base all 3 times tonight. Out number 1, and Sierra Daniel comes.
I forgot I signed up for that walk.
Well, you should have a standing reservation every year.
Oh, no, I'd gladly give my donation.
Daniel swinging at the first pitch. This one's going a long way into left center field, and it'll drop.
She will score.
Lassiter's got wheels, looking to score from first base, and LSU plates 2 runs here in the 4th inning.
The beauty of players who can run. I mean, I called it when the ball was off the bat. She'll score.
An RBI double into left center field. A lot of pop in the bat of Sierra Daniel.
Exit speed of 70 miles an hour, 195 feet.
Sierra Daniel, one of 6 Tigers with 20 or more RBIs. Here's another, Kylie Edwards due to the plate. LSU leading 5-1 over Central Arkansas. The 70th pitch of the game is low to Kylie Edwards, who had a 4-pitch walk and scored a run in the first and grounded out to runner in the 3rd.
And Runner really has done a nice job up until this inning of controlling the hitters.
The 1-0 outside. I bet what really stands out about Kylie Edwards, she has only struck out 5 times all year. That's 112 at-bats, and just once in the last 16 games. That's how hot she's been at the plate. One strikeout in 16 games.
And I love the way she plays shortstop. She's not flashy. I mean, she does make some flashy plays, but she makes all the routine plays too. And just that sidearm delivery that's so accurate. You know, she's not gunning the ball over there. She's got real fluid. Everything she does.
She's a pitch away from her second 4-pitch walk of the game. Looking at a 3-0, takes it all the way.
And she's made friends fast. You know, this is her first year, and she's quoted as saying, "These girls will be in my wedding one day." Hopefully for her parents, not all of them. That would be quite the bill.
3 balls and a strike to Edwards, who spent her first 2 seasons at Mississippi State, grew up in Indiana.
Can you imagine having 23 attendants in your wedding?
I have 2 daughters. No, I don't want to imagine that.
You better start.
Across 2 weddings, I don't want to imagine that.
Bribe them, let them elope.
The 3-1 hit hard on the ground, over to first, and they'll get Edwards. She's retired for the 2nd time tonight. Alex Franklin will come to the plate. Already has an RBI double and a run scored tonight. Steps to the plate with another in scoring position.
Kylie's like, they couldn't get me out last time I played. I just want a base hit right now.
First pitch to Franklin, inside and low, ball 1. Alex had a really good series against top 5 Oklahoma. She, of course, sent the first game into extra innings with an RBI single in the bottom of the 7th, and then the next night, 1 for 2 with an RBI in the win over the Sooners. It'd be interesting to see what the future of her career holds because, she could be in right field for the next 2 seasons, or with Jayla Lassiter graduating, she got the speed, the tools, potentially to play center field, which is a high-profile position when you're at LSU.
Oh, Tiger outfielders have been phenomenal for years.
Whole lot of All-Americans. Looks like we see an arm warming up for Central Arkansas in the pen.
Well, the Tigers have the #1 recruiting class coming in next year. I'm not sure if his center fielder is involved in there. I'm sure if outfielder of some sort is.
That's Sarah Curry warming up for the Bears. LSU with 5 runs on 6 hits against the starter Bailey Runner. Franklin ahead in the count, 2-0. Infield comes set for the Bears. Franklin hits this a mile high to left field. Going back is Christian. She's at the track and will make the catch for out number 3.
Just missed that. Park held it, though.
We're 4 innings complete. LSU tacks on another pair. They lead 5-1. Top of the 5th when we return here at Tiger Park.
LSU Social Stadium. LSU Social Stadium is presented by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is cooked here and sugar the best Coke ever. Take a taste and see.
Top of the 5th inning coming up for the Central Arkansas Bears. Autumn Vessier, the 9-hole, and former Baton Rouge area native out of Greenwell Springs. She'll face Tatum Clopton for the 2nd time tonight.
Doing a good job behind the dish for the Bears.
Vessier, with a couple of seasons at Northwest Florida State Community College, really made a big jump her sophomore year. She played for former LSU Eunice head coach Andy Lee, who won 6 national titles at Eunice.
And is building a monster at Northwest Florida. Very good coach.
Vessier hit .330 with 13 homers and 53 RBIs as a sophomore. Looks at the 1-1. It's high from Clopton, ball 2.
Might be one of the best jobs in college softball right there at the beach.
Clopton checks the wrist guard, has what she wants, and is ready to deal to Bergeron. Here's her 80th pitch.
And she dug herself a hole last inning, and she's kind of flirting with that now. 3-1 count. The oldest pitcher on the staff of 7 pitchers.
This one's hit hard but foul down the third base line.
Clopton's the oldest, Solora most experienced, Heavner the most LSU innings. And I love this. Whatever accent you need, just check out the bullpen. You got California, you got Oklahoma, you got Wisconsin, you got Louisiana.
Callie Deal.
Callie Deal from Louisiana might have the thickest accent I've heard down there.
Quitman High School. This one's fouled, and the count is full. LSU has 6 pitchers with records this year, all of them winning records. The only other team in the conference that can match that is Arkansas. Vessier with the payoff pitch.
Oh, and it's a beauty.
Caught looking. 7th strikeout of the night for Tatum Clopton.
As Ben McDonald would say, that pitch just hurts your feelings.
That's 3 strikeouts in a row now for Tatum Clopton.
See, everybody loves that big rise ball strikeout. I just love the changeup because your knees are buckled. The hitters look like, oh my God, what was that?
Coach Torino will call time and walk out to the circle after that last pitch. Tatum Clopton has retired 4 in a row, 3 by strikeout. On the season, she has just 1 complete game. That came in SEC play.
I'm sorry, Garrett. I think she's going to make a switch. I think might have been pre-planned. She said she was going to use the staff.
Clopton will get high fives as she heads into the dugout. We'll tell you about the new arm coming into the game with LSU leading 5-1 right after this on SEC Network. Back at Tiger Park, Callie Deal, the 6-foot freshman from Quitman, Louisiana, enters the game. Tatum Clopton works 4 1/3 innings, strikes out 7, scatters 3 hits, and allows 1 run. It was earned. Now Callie Deal will face the top of the order with 1 out and no one on.
Now Callie Deal, if she's a Louisiana girl and Beth Torina signed her, you know that Beth Torina has been working with her for years, like 7 years. Her off-speed pitch is her best pitch. She's curve, drop, rise. And she's the second lefty in this program's history since the inception of the program.
Deal even in the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Renee Christian, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
Let's say I said second. There's 2 on this staff, so she's the third. The second lefty since the very first one, Julie Stashko. I think I got that straight now.
Got to go back a little ways for those names.
And everybody says, how can that be? Well, I mean, I tried to recruit him, and I'm sure Beth did too. Just didn't get him.
Deal 1-0 on the year. This pitch just misses for ball 2. Got her first win against Nichols back on March 10th. One of her longest appearances in relief came in SEC play against Texas A&M. Gave up just 1 hit, struck out 2. Christian, top of the order, won't offer at this one, and the count runs full.
Yeah, she pitched a dandy against Nichols and Thibodeau. Watched that game.
Went 4 innings in the start, 2 hits, only 1 run, struck out 3. Outside, and she lets her off the hook. Christian is aboard.
Curveball way too outside.
That's the first walk issued by Callie Deal, 3rd of the game for the offense for Central Arkansas. Now Addie Graham, the preseason player of the year, due up. First pitch to Graham. Misses for ball 1. Graham was the ASUN Player of the Year in the preseason after hitting .389 with 12 doubles last year. She was the Freshman of the Year in conference and started every game in center as a true freshman.
You're going to see the bullpen liven up here.
Deal falls behind 2-0. Bergeron brings that one back up. Called strike one.
Got to work ahead. Got to work ahead.
Graham 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the game. She was robbed of extra bases by Alex Franklin in the first. That pitch catches the zone. Strike two.
Kind of getting in a little bit of groove here. Good looking hitter at the plate, though.
Deal. The 2-2 changeup, and she swung right through it.
That's a dandy. That pitch was at 55 miles an hour. We always say 12 to 15 mile an hour difference between the pitch that you're matching it to, the look and sell of the pitch, and that's a beaut.
Callie Deal in limited innings this year. She's thrown 10 innings, now has 9 strikeouts. Now 2 outs with 1 on. First pitch swinging for Trinity Brandon. Easy flip up the middle, and Callie Deal, just what the doctor ordered for LSU. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. LSU coming to the plate with Tori Edwards, Bergeron, and Lorenz due up, leading 5-1. Welcome back into Tiger Park. Tori Edwards will lead things off for LSU, and she will face a new pitcher in the ballgame for Central Arkansas, Lucy Crowder, a sophomore from Lewisville, Texas, which is the Dallas area. Starts off Edwards with ball one. Crowder 3-2 on the year with a 3.5 ERA. Opponents hitting .342 against her. Edwards takes this one outside. Tori 0 for 1 today. She drew a walk back in the third but did not score. LSU with 3 runs in the first and a pair of runs in the 4th inning. Crowder checks her wrist guard and deals. Keeps it low to Edwards, who's ahead in the count now 3-0. Crowder, as a freshman, went 4-2, had a pair of complete games, but the ERA was over 5. Opponents hit .307 against her. Gets a strike called against Tori Edwards. Count now 3-1.
The Bears staff has a combined 4.26 ERA and has allowed opposing batters a .284 average.
Edwards
Ooh,
swinging.
There was a lot of movement on that ball.
Letting the rest of the Tigers know what's in the arsenal. What's next for Tori Edwards? Crowder with the payoff pitch. Off speed and outside. Second walk of the game issued to Tori Edwards. Leadoff runner for the Tigers, and Macy Bergeron is due up. Bergeron has been hot at the plate today, a pair of hits, including a 2 RBI single. Gets into this one, right field. Going back is Hood. She'll make the catch. And Bergeron retired for the first time tonight.
Well hit ball, but an atom ball.
That'll bring Charla Renz to the plate. Tori Edwards leading off first base. First pitch to Lorenz. Misses for ball one. Char tonight has grounded out twice to the pitcher's circle. First time she's facing Crowder. Here's Edwards with the stolen base attempt, and she's got it.
And she can run. Don't be fooled by that size. She can run.
Edwards now 8 of 8 on the year on the base pass.
I believe in high school she was on a relay team. Are we checking to see if she left early?
Here's our official in the circle. From our vantage point, I didn't catch that. Maybe on a high 50 replay we might be able to see, but Edwards, as it stands, is on second base with her 8th steal of the year.
Got 2 challenges. Might as well use them. Here we go. It's pretty close. Let's see. At the release.
I think they're simultaneous. I don't know if there's going to be enough there
Yeah,
to send her back to the Tigers' dugout.
I've been wrong before, but I think it's too close to overturn.
You might remember LSU hosted Central Arkansas in 2023 here at the Tiger Classic. LSU won both of those games. Guess who was behind the plate? Macy Bergeron started both games as a freshman. Other Tigers from that series, names you'd remember: Allie Newland, Raylene Gutierrez, Georgia Clark, Allie Kilponen. Tori Edwards and Macy Bergeron both hit homers in that series.
Pretty good Tiger athletes that you just, pretty good softball players you just named. You know, I said one day the players that played with Georgia Clark would probably work for her one day. Wonder if that's ever going to come true. Not quite sure where Georgia is.
LSU will be back in action this weekend with a 3-game set against the Arizona Wildcats beginning on April 10th at 6 p.m. Then a 5 p.m. game. Both those are on SEC Network Plus, and then the Wildcats and Tigers will get an 11 a.m. first pitch on April 12th. That game on ESPN. The 8-time national champion Arizona Wildcats.
Wildcats trying to get back to their former luster, glory. They were, as you said, 8-time. They were synonymous with national championships. Of course, coached by Mike Andrea. Ooh, a little bit of trivia for you. Who's Mike named after? And where was he born and lived?
Wow, that's interesting.
Let's tie it into LSU. Why is he named Mike?
Are you kidding? Mike the Tiger?
Yes.
Whoa, no idea.
He was born in New Orleans.
Wow, that is awesome.
Every time
trivia.
we played, say, "Where's my crawfish, girl?"
Mike Candrea, of course, the Hall of Famer.
Named after Mike the Tiger.
They won their last national title in 2007.
Of course, he coached the USA softball team. Why is this taking so long, Garrett?
Well, they want to make sure and get it right, even with the midweek game here for the student athletes.
But it's supposed to be indisputable evidence, and what we looked at, I
Now
don't
the
know.
officials are coming out of that first base dugout side where they view the monitor. Again, Tori Edwards, they were challenging if she left first base before the pitch left the hands of Lucy Crowder. Second stolen base of the game for LSU. Jayla Lassiter had one back in the first inning. And Edwards will remain on second base. Tigers are now 52 of 56 in stolen bases this year. Runner in scoring position for Charla Renz. Tigers trying to add to their 5-1 lead with Callie Deal now in relief pitching. Lorenz takes one outside. She's a Louisville transfer, grew up in Munster, Indiana. She's ahead in the count 3-0. Will they give her the green light? That one comes in at the knees for called strike one.
That was the pitch to hit if they had given her that green light.
Lorenz had reached base in 18 straight games before the first against Missouri. Immediately started a new streak, and she's on base for the first time tonight with a walk. Fifth walk of the game. Now Riley Johnson, who blasted a solo home run back in the fourth inning, comes to the plate. Johnson will take called strike one. Now 5 hits on the season for Riley Johnson. 2 of them have cleared the wall. This is on the outside part, and it's flared foul.
Crowder's got a lot of spin on that pitch. Drop ball and off-speed finesse pitcher.
Johnson on the 0-2 off the end of the bat. Foul ball.
Showing that she can hit to all sides of the field. Deposited one in right field. Just went with that pitch down the line. Of course, it was foul.
Her first career home run for LSU came in SEC play in Knoxville. Knocked one out against the Lady Vols, or Vols.
Against some tremendous pitching. Ball staff is incredible.
Riley 1 for 2 tonight. Down 0-2 in the count. Outside corner, and Vessier can't bring it back.
Yeah, they're just wearing out that outside corner. Of course, they don't want to come back inside since she deposited one over the fence. Ooh.
Buzzes the tower, and Johnson backs out of the way. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lucy Crowder has come in relief of the starter, Bailey Runner.
Garrett, do you know when I first started coaching, the hitters didn't wear helmets? That is a true story, and I'm not 100, but it's true.
Johnson a little late on this one and fouls it away. Was there just a...
You know, and you just didn't go inside, too. It just... the screwball kind of wasn't in the game, and no batting helmets. I took a team to Holland, and we nailed a girl in the temple. A pitcher did, And I just ran out there and said, "Get some ice." And they were like, "What for?" I was like, "I know you don't believe in ice in your drinks, but come on."
Ice is expensive over here. I find that hard to believe. I mean,
It's true.
With the balls in the 60s.
Well, they were mush white, but still, they hurt.
Payoff pitch to Riley Johnson. Popped up behind first base. Coming in is Hood
That's
on the line, and the runners will hold.
good communication there. I thought that was going to be a mess for the Bears, but they got an out of it. And the catchers didn't used to wear shin guards at one point. Now they got oven mitts to slide with.
Up to the plate for the Tigers, the 9-hole hitter Avery Hodge. 1 for 2 tonight, singled in her last at bat.
That
Pops this between the pitcher's circle and home plate. Hodge with the bunt will end the inning. So we're 5 complete. LSU leads 5-1. Central Arkansas will come to the plate with the heart of the order due up when we return on SEC Network.
For the Fighting Tigers, no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runs left on.
Emma Robertson leading things off for Central Arkansas, facing Callie Deal for the first time tonight. LSU with a 5-1 advantage over Central Arkansas.
And Deal so far has been dealing.
Pair of strikeouts to start her relief outing. Her 6th appearance of the year, only 1 start.
What a great name for a pitcher, huh?
Deal.
Deal. She's dealing.
Deal's in her freshman season out of Quitman, Louisiana. Played for the Wolverines at Quitman High School.
Did you call her a high school game?
I was there in Sulphur, Louisiana, calling other games, but we were able to see her the last 2 years. Quitman has won back-to-back state championships with Callie in the circle.
Go on, Wolverines.
Robertson swings at the 2-1 and fouls it back. In last season's championship game in Class B, Quitman, Callie hit a 3-run home run, struck out 10, and only gave up 2 hits.
Well, Callie.
Most outstanding player at the LHSAA championships.
Tip of our visors to you, Callie.
Robertson, 2-2.
Quitman is North Louisiana, like
Yep.
where? By Ruston?
South of Monroe, south of Ruston.
Of Monroe, okay. Because that's the Class B. Class C is the smallest schools, right?
Yep. Class B and Class C do not have football at the school, but still have sizable enough enrollments that they're competitive in all the other sports. took a little something off of this one, and Robertson's hanging tough there.
Well, Callie Deal's a heck of an athlete. And of course, you know, all pitchers want to hit.
Deal's 2-2 is high, and that'll run the count full.
Yeah, you saw that ball kind of got away from her.
Robertson smashed a double into right field back in the 4th inning. She's facing Callie Deal for the first time tonight, though. Here's the payoff. Popped up on the infield.
Took something off of that pitch, and she will be rewarded with, oh, she
Sierra
overran
Daniel
it.
overran this one.
Overran it.
Franklin had an angle. Tori Edwards was underneath it as well. And Daniel,
she ran a long way. I thought Edwards was going to take it. Although if anybody's going to catch, it's probably.
So Robertson given a little extra life at the plate here.
Probably Daniel. That was a tough play, but she did overrun it, no question.
Deal with a pair of strikeouts back in the 5th inning. The payoff to Robertson. And she walked her. Second walk in relief. And now Caitlin Graham is due to the plate. They had Kildau pinch run for Emma Robertson back in the 4th inning. I think right now they're going to leave Emma in. Graham with a solo home run back in the 2nd and drew a 4-pitch walk in the 4th. First pitch to her is out of the zone, ball 1. Taking all the way for strike 1. Caitlin Graham, the all-freshman team member for the A-Sun, hit over 300. Waits on this one, sends it the opposite way to Lorenz, who makes the catch for out number 1. Yvette, you mentioned that Callie Deal was a heck of an athlete. At Quitman, she played for 5 years on the basketball team, made the playoffs all 5 years, and was on the softball varsity squad 6 years.
Yeah, because she probably played at a 7th grader or 8th grader.
Yep.
Gotta love those little schools.
This pitch comes into Lily Hood, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Strike 1 called. Deal won over 80 games in her varsity career, had over 1,000 strikeouts and only 568 innings pitched, averaging
Workhorse.
almost 2 per inning for her high school career.
And then, you know, basketball overlaps softball in those little schools.
The 1-1 hit a ton to left field. This one's going to die at the wall in foul territory. Thought that might have had enough juice to clear the fence.
3-time first team all Louisiana.
Deal's gotten herself ahead in the count here to Lily Hood. 1-2. Emma Robertson standing off first base for Central Arkansas. They trail by 4. This one's fouled back into the screen. If you're a Tiger fan, you've got to love that LSU has so many options inside the circle. The 1-2. Brought back up by Bergeron, but it evens the count out of the zone. Central Arkansas's looked pretty good in A-Sun competition this year. They won their first series against Lipscomb, outscored them 26-14. This one backs Hood off the plate a little bit for ball 3.
That outside curveball just kind of gets away from her sometimes. The Bears only have 3 hits in this game.
Payoff pitch, down the line foul into right.
They had an opportunity, and which inning did they have the bases loaded with nobody out? And
That was the
Tigers
fourth.
worked out of that jam. And that was Clopton that did that. She created the jam, and then she worked out of it.
Last weekend, the Bears swept 2 games from Eastern Kentucky at home. Bad weather canceled Game 3. They come to LSU with some momentum, and now they work another walk from Callie Deal, the second of the inning. LJ Smith due to the plate. She has 1 of 3 hits tonight for Central Arkansas. Smith singled back in the second, struck out in the fourth, both against Clopton. Nice pitch on the outside part to the left-handed hitter, strike 1.
Clopton got her on her a big rise ball out of the zone.
Smith fouls this one back into the screen. LJ Smith was one of 4 freshman starters a year ago for Central Arkansas, and that has paid dividends. They're 25-15 on the year, 7-4 in conference play. They brought back 7 starters from last year's team that nearly won 30 games.
Big sweeping curveball to a lefty hitter is tough to catch up with.
This one's in the air to Lassiter. That'll be out number 2, and both runners are frozen.
And right there, I like that. Lassiter hit the cutoff to Edwards instead of throwing the ball all the way to third, which I see so often. It's an unnecessary throw to that bag. So it's good defense right there. Little things that you don't notice until something goes wrong.
Robertson standing off of second base. Lily Hood with a walk off first. And now Grace Molitor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, steps to the plate. Molitor, the starting shortstop, came in hitting .221, fouls this one back. Molitor last year was like a designated player for Arizona State. Got into 46 games, but only had 16 starts. She hit .257 with a pair of home runs. On the ground, past Deal's glove. Daniel over to first in time for the final out of the inning.
That'd have been a tough play for Deal. She's a lefty, so Daniel all the way.
2 more stranded on by Central Arkansas. They trail LSU by a score of 5-1. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and LSU has the top of the order when we return on SEC Network. Bottom of the 6th inning, LSU with a 5-1 advantage over Central Arkansas. Top of the order, Jayla Lassiter leading things off. Jayla's reached base all 3 times tonight. Drew a walk, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first. Reached on an error in the second, and got on via fielder's choice in the fourth.
You know, she was a good player for the Tigers last year, but the switch has really come on for her this year.
Foul territory, right field side, long run.
Good effort.
Hood almost caught up with that ball.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark on those shins. But good effort. There's nothing soft about these girls.
Absolutely not.
They wear a little bit too much makeup for TV, but there is nothing soft about them.
So Lily Hood back into right field. Count now 1-1 to Lassiter, who last season hit .330, started all 58 games at center field. The Louisiana Sports Writers Newcomer of the Year shoots one all the way to the wall in right field.
That's extra bases, no doubt about that.
Jayla Lassiter with her 7th double of the season, first hit of the night, and LSU as a leadoff man aboard.
I think that's Lassiter's grandfather. If I'm wrong, somebody needs to correct me. But he comes to almost every game, and he's got the distinctive whoop going on when she gets a base hit.
Lassiter now second on the team in doubles, trails only Sierra Daniel, who is now due up to the plate. Daniel 1 for 3 tonight with a ribby. Takes this one outside. Lassiter with elite speed, now 10 of 11 on the base paths this year, standing on second. The next run she scores will be her 40th. Daniel takes this outside. Sierra had an RBI double back in the 4th. Six extra base hits tonight for the Tigers. They got a solo home run and then 5 doubles. Daniel ahead in the count 3-0. Lucy Crowder with a runner in scoring position behind her. Trying not to give up another walk in relief. There's called strike 1. Riley Johnson had a solo home run back in the 4th inning for the Tigers. Daniel followed it up with the RBI double. Swinging on the 3-1. This is hit a ton. Right center field.
Yeah.
That's out of here. Sierra Daniel with her first home run of the season makes it a 7-1 ball game.
It's kind of hard to believe that that's her first home run because she hits the ball so hard. And look, she's excited. She's hugging everybody. They're not hugging her. She's hugging them. She's so excited.
A 3 RBI night for Sierra Daniel. Here's another look at that.
Yeah, she just pretty powerful little package there. How tall is she? I don't have that in front of me.
Daniel listed at 5'4".
5'4".
That's her 3rd home run of her LSU career, and the dugout loves it. Now Kylie Edwards due at the plate. She's a threat to go yard as well. That ball had just enough giddy up to get out of here. Now the 3-hole hitter, Kylie Edwards, due to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Takes that one at the knees off the plate. Ball 2. Tigers now with 39 home runs in 39 games. The 2-0 to Edwards. Outside ball 3, and Crowder's just in a little bit of trouble here. Gave up the double to Lassiter to start the inning, then the 2-run homer to Daniel.
Working behind.
Deep breath by Crowder. 3-0. This one's into right field.
Tigers,
First hit of the night for Kylie Edwards.
Tigers with that good inside-out swing. I love that. They can use the entire field for base hits. And we may have a pitching change.
Crowder gives up 3 hits to start the 6th inning. And LSU is just 2 runs away from walking off Central Arkansas. We will see a pitching change. New arm coming in for the Bears. We'll tell you all about her when we return here. Bottom of the 6th, LSU up 7-1. New pitcher in the game is freshman Emery Bolin out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas.
You should see screw, curve, and a rise ball. She will throw a change.
Bolin on the year, 5-5 with a 4.2 ERA. Also has 5 complete games. She's facing Alex Franklin with a runner on first. This one gets away from the backstop, Vessier. And Kylie Edwards now off second base. Franklin tonight 1 for 3 with an RBI double and a run scored. That came back in the first. Bolin stands 5'10" in the circle. Opponents are hitting .279 against her in her freshman season.
Last pitch was at 65 miles an hour.
Franklin stares on. That's a couple of pitches in a row out of the zone to her.
Yeah, she's bringing it, but she can't find the zone yet.
.30 just off the corner is called strike 1.
67 miles an hour. A lot of her pitches look like fastballs.
Franklin currently on a 7-game hit streak. Looking to get multiple hits for the 5th time this season, but she'll draw the walk here, and LSU now with 2 on.
Looked like a good screwball there, and Bolin was kind of like, where exactly was that?
The first 4 base runners have all reached here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs have plated. Tori Edwards with a swing of the bat could end our ball game. LSU looking to run rule an opponent for the 10th time this season. Rise ball to Tori Edwards. Above the letters for ball 1. Edwards will take this one at the knees, and it is called strike 1. Tori in tonight's game has been walked twice and bounced out to the pitcher, the starter, Bailey Runner. Edwards tied for the team lead, 8 home runs, 27 driven in. Big hack there, and this one's fouled back.
I did see some curve action on that pitch. She's bringing it.
Tori Edwards, 73 RBIs in her SEC Freshman of the Year season a year ago. Just recently hit 100 career RBIs. Looking at a 1-2. This one's low. Vessier keeps it in front of her.
Tigers really good base running team. Don't make a lot of mistakes on the bases. It's a drill you do every day, ball in the dirt, and they recognize that they should not advance on that.
Kylie Edwards and Alex Franklin on base for the Tigers. The 2-2. Hammered, fair ball into left field. Coming around to score is Kylie Edwards. It's 8-1.
Okay, I just talked about how good a base running team LSU was. Franklin turned that bag coming to third, and then she waited to make sure that left fielder fielded that ball correctly, which she didn't, and she immediately took off for third, which with no help from coaching. Can't tuck that ball in any tighter down the line.
See how they rule this one. It's either an RBI single or an RBI double for Edwards, depending on the throw. Macy Bergeron comes to the plate with 2 in scoring position and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Bergeron tonight 2 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. Takes a look at called strike 1. Macy with a 2 RBI double back in the first. And now Emily Bolin, who's trying to continue this game for Central Arkansas, needs to come away with an out here. If LSU scores another run, Central Arkansas will be run-ruled for the 5th time this season.
And mostly by SEC teams.
Bergeron a little late on that one. Count now 1-2 in favor of Emery Bolin, the freshman for Central Arkansas. Nice showing at the plate tonight for Macy Bergeron. 2 RBI double in the first, a single back in the third.
Tigers definitely are playing much better than at the beginning of the season.
Jammed her inside and fouled it off again. LSU trying to win 7 of their last 10. Heading into a big weekend in non-conference play against top 15 Arizona. The 1-2 from Bolin.
Ooh, that just missed. It's a gutsy take by Bergeron.
66 miles an hour, says the house radar gun. Count evens at 2.
She's staying consistently 66, 67. She's hit 68.
The 2-2 is upstairs. Bergeron staring in at the freshman Bolin. 2 in scoring position for LSU's senior catcher. Swung
That'll
on.
do it.
This one's heading into center field. It will drop. Alex Franklin will come in to score, and our ball game is over. Macy Bergeron helps run rule Central Arkansas and goes 3 for 4. And a season-high 3 RBIs.
Bergeron's bat coming around. That's a good sign for the Tigers.
LSU a 9-1 winner, their 10th run rule victory of the season under Coach Beth Torina. 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors for LSU. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error committed by Central Arkansas. And Tatum Clopton, who started this game off and had a really nice appearance, will improve to 7-1 on the year.
And Callie Deal came in and was dealing.
LSU back in action against Arizona with a 3-game set this weekend. First pitch times are 6 p.m., 5 p.m., and 11 a.m. You can catch the first 2 games on SEC Network Plus, and Game 3 against the Wildcats at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Don't forget about the Teal Walk this weekend. You can sign up. More information on lsusports.net. Go to the softball page and be a part of the LSU Teal Walk. We appreciate everybody joining us this evening. Again, LSU a winner 9-1 for Yvette Gerard, my broadcast partner, and all of our production crew. I'm Garrett Walbert. Have a great night, everybody. Tigers win. Back in action later this weekend.